It's the Go Battle weekend and we have the official Rocket Leader Pokemon that are in. We have the brand new Shiny Shadow starters from the Kanto region. Yes, those are going to make up the brand new Rocket Leader Shiny Shadow Pokemon. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about that? So we're going to get into all the teams today, my recommended team setups. Obviously, if you guys have any recommendations, please do drop them in the comments below. I love to feature some of those guys. And then also we're going to go through some field research as well. And then also we are going to go over, is Shadow Latios going to be worth catching multiple of, or is it best to just catch one? Personally, I have a Shadow Apex Ho-Oh that I need to catch up on the research, and I do believe if I don't complete this research, then I'm basically going to lose a Super Rocket Radar, so I might as well go ahead and claim that. But if you do want to do this, please wait till the weekend, until it is after midnight on Friday night to be able to complete this. So here we go, we have the Battle Weekend Challenge, which is going to be power up Pokemon 15 times, you're going to get a Machop. Next, we have use a Charge TM, which is going to give you a Fast TM, Evolve 3 Pokemon, which is going to give you a Charge TM, and then we're going to get grand total rewards of 1,000 and 2,500 Stardust and 1 Premium Battle Pass. And then we have 2 choices here, which is going to be Raids, Grunts, and Gyms, or the Go Battle League. So battle in a gym 5 times is going to give you 5 rare candy. We have use a super effective charge attack in 10 gym battles, which is going to be a Stunfisk encounter. Remember, regular Stunfisk cannot be shiny, but the Galarian one can. And then we have battle in 2 raids for 2,500 XP, win 2 raids, which is a Swinub encounter, defeat 3 Team Go Rocket Grunts for 2,500 Stardust, and defeat a Team Go Rocket Leader 3 times for a Beldum encounter. Definitely trade that one to get the extra XL candy. Then we have a Chansey encounter, a Lucky Egg, and a Star Piece. And then as far as the Raids, Grunts, and Gyms, you can claim all of this. And this is going to be 25 Pokeballs, 15 Great Balls, 10 Ultra Balls, and a Charizard encounter, which does have the hat and can be shiny. Then if you choose the Go Battle League, you're getting pretty much the exact same rewards, but you have different tasks to do. Battle another trainer in Great League 5 times, win 1 Great League trainer battles against another trainer, battle in the Go Battle League 10 times for 2,500 XP. Then we have win 2 trainer battles in the Go Battle League for a Swinub encounter, battle in the Go Battle League 20 times for the 2,500 Stardust, and then achieve rank 5 in the Go Battle League, which is relatively easy for the Beldum encounter, and then we still get the Chansey rewards, and then you get to claim those rewards again for the Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, and the Charizard encounter, so relatively easy. And then next we have the Team Go Rocket, which is going to be win a raid Darumaka encounter, defeat 3 Team Go Rocket members for 3 Hyper Potions, catch a Shadow Pokemon, which is going to be a Darumaka encounter for 1,000 XP, 15 Pokeballs, and 3 rare candy. In stage number 2, we have catch 5 Shadow Pokemon, which is going to be 10 Pineapple Berries, make 3 nice curveball throws in a row, which is 10 Raspberries, and then defeat 5 Team Go Rocket Grunts for 10 Nab Berries for 1,500 XP, 1,000 Stardust, and 10 Great Balls. And then next, we have Purify 5 Shadow Pokemon. And just remember guys, purifying Shadow Pokemon, please always use the 1,000 per Purify Pokemon, because it's going to cost you a whole lot less Stardust. That's going to be 5,000 Stardust as opposed to 15,000 or up if you use other types of Pokemon. Defeat 5 Team Go Rocket Grunts for 1,000 XP and earn 3 candies walking your buddy for 1,000 XP for grand total rewards of 2,000 XP, 15 Great Balls, and 1 Rocket Radar. Then we have defeat 1 of each of Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra for a grand total of 4,500 XP once claimed, plus an additional 2,500 XP, 1,000 Stardust, and a Super Rocket Radar, which then going to lead you into Giovanni. Guys, like I did mention, please wait and stack this up. You're basically going to find, battle, and defeat Giovanni, which is going to give you the rewards of 5 Max Potions, 20 Ultra Balls. Make sure to save up all your Ultra Balls for Go Fest Seattle. And then we have 5 Max Revives for 3,000 XP, 1 Lucky Egg, and 2 Golden Raspberries. Then you're going to claim all the rewards. You're going to get a Charge TM, you're going to get a Fast TM, and you're going to get 2 Silver Pineapple Berries. And obviously, once you defeat Giovanni, you will be able to catch the Shadow Latios. So let's see how Shadow Latios looks in its rankings. Is it going to be worth your time to catch this Pokemon? Let's find out right now. So if we do look at Shadow Latios against itself, as the Shadow Latios is putting out, it is actually going to be the best served in an all Psychic type for the most powerful, with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, actually Dragon Breath and Psychic, at 4,851. But let's check it out as a Dragon Pokemon. We have the Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw at 3,820. So with that being said, let's check out the Latios in the Psychic category and see where it does stack up. So obviously we have Mega Mewtwo. Shadow Mewtwo is obviously insanely strong. Then we have Mega Alakazam not out yet. Mega Latios is out. Zen Headbutt and Psychic at 6584. Then we have regular Mewtwo at Confusion and Psystrike at 5994. And then we have Mega Latias 4449. And then Shadow Latios at 4335. And that's actually going to beat out the Shadow Metagross. It's going to beat out the Shadow Alakazam and a lot of these other Shadow Pokemon. So besides the Mewtwo, obviously we have way too many of the Mewtwo's, and most of us probably have lucky Mewtwo's. Latios in the Shadow form is not worth to catch multiple of them because obviously, simply said, without the Shadow form in the Mewtwo, it's way better. But then we have to weigh it up in the Dragon category. So if we look at it in the Dragon category and we look at all these Pokemon, the first available right now is going to be the Shadow Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage at 5898, followed by Mega Latios, Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw at 5792, Shadow Dragonite, followed by Mega Latias, and then Shadow Latios is actually in there with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw at 3820. If we go to the next page, the White Kyurem not out yet, but Rayquaza is going to be 3564 in comparison to the Shadow Latios at 3820. Then we have the Palkia, we have the Salamence, Garchomp, Zekrom, Dialga making their way down from basically 3500 to about 2900. Alright guys, so if we look at this Pokemon, we're talking about a Shadow Pokemon. Would I catch multiple of these? I would not, because you have Bagon that goes all the way into the Shadow Salamence that is way stronger, and I mean honestly, like, why even go for multiple of these if we have a stronger Mega? We have basically the Rayquaza in the non-Shadow form that's virtually as powerful as the Shadow. And then finally, let's look at the leaders that are going to be out in Pokemon Go. So number one, we have Arlo, which is going to have Charmander in slot number 1. In slot number 2, it could have Mawile, it could have Salamence, or it could have the Scissor. And then finally, we have the Gardevoir in slot number 3, or the Steelix, or the Charizard. So according to myself and what I'm seeing here, a team that would work really well. Personally, I love Lucario, but I'm also seeing that a Charizard that's going to have Dragon Claw in there and all fire, including Blast Burn, is going to be great. And then we have the Metagross in there as well that is going to be great with the Meteor Mash to be able to handle any of those fairy type Pokemon. So that's what I would run for that. And the reason why I always run Lucario, especially with the Shadow Ball, is it's a great Pokemon to just stack up. It's going to do decent against the Mawile and the Scissor. Salamence it can do okay against. However, if Salamence does have its Fire Fang move, it's going to absolutely destroy it. So I would probably, if it was me, I would run the Charizard up front, multi-teamed, or you could actually run a Reshiram as well. The only problem about the Reshiram, it takes a while to charge up. And then if we get into the second one and you don't get to use any of the shields, so with the Charizard, with the Dragon Claw, you're going to be able to burn some shields. Everything should be good against the Charmander, and then you can go into the second round with a bunch of charged up with no shields on the second round, and then you can always switch into your other Pokemon there. So that's going to be my recommendation. And then in spot number 3, obviously if you need to pull in that Metagross for the Gardevoir, you can do so, or the Steelix, you could also run the Earthquake on this specific Pokemon. And if you have a Charizard, obviously that would be a semi-problem here. So if you do run into a Charizard in this situation, what you could also do is run a Swampert in there instead with the Earthquake and the Hydro Cannon, and that would definitely be able to handle this Charizard relatively easily. Or anything with a rock move would definitely handle the Charizard because it's going to be double weak to rock. Something such as a Terrakion would definitely work in this situation, or even Machamp running the Rock Slide. And then next we have Sierra. So Sierra is going to have the Squirtle in spot number 1. We have Blaziken, Blastoise, or Lapras in spot number 2, and then we have Drapion, Houndoom, or Nidoqueen in spot number 3. So what would I run here? I'm looking at a Venusaur, an Excadrill, and a Kyogre. The Venusaur is going to do great against the Squirtle, and it's going to be able to charge up a bunch, and then it's going to be able to do shields off relatively fast. And then as far as the Blastoise, it'll handle it in Lapras. Obviously the Lapras, the problem with that one is that it would then create a situation where, unfortunately, if it does have the ice moves, it would put a hurting on this Pokemon. Obviously, Blaziken would not be this Pokemon to go against, so that's why I would have the Kyogre and the Excadrill in there to handle the poison, and the Houndoom can definitely be handled by that, and the Nidoqueen can be handled relatively decently there as well. So that's what I would do for those, and then obviously you can always put a Lucario in there as well, which is a Pokemon that I want very frequently because it charges up so fast, and then it blows shields down really quick. And then finally, we go to Cliff that can have Bulbasaur in spot number 1. In spot number 2, it can have Omastar, it can have Venusaur, and it can have Crobat. In spot number 3, the typical one is going to be the Tyranitar, but it can also get Torterra and rarely Swampert. So what I would run is going to be a Lucario. Spot number 1 is always my go-to spot, honestly. Then we have the Melmetal and the Venusaur. The reason why I would run the Melmetal is because it will handle with the Superpower Omastar, and then it will also handle with the Rock Slide against the Crobat for the flying typing. And I kind of look at the Venusaur as a wash type Pokemon Pokemon against, especially Lucario and especially like Melmetal. It's gonna be pretty easy to be able to kind of dance around that Pokemon. And then in spot number 3, we have the Tyranitar. Is gonna be great to be handled by the Lucario, especially if you throw a couple power-up punches. And then we have the Swampert in there and the Torterra, which will definitely get handled by the Venusaur relatively easily. And then obviously for the Giovanni, we have the Persian. Persian is pretty strong. You could run is Lucario up there with power-up punch to blow the shields really quick. Or what you could do is run a Melmetal, power up to your attack, throw a Rock Slide, and then swap into the Lucario. By swapping into the Lucario, you're gonna be able to get a bunch of attacks. You're gonna stay ahead, you can blow the last shield, and then you can get all the way to Latios. Latios is gonna be a dragon and a psychic type Pokemon, so having a Dialga in there would definitely do yourself wonders. And in spot number 2, we don't know what that Pokemon is yet, but honestly speaking, having something like a Lucario, a Melmetal, and a Dialga would definitely handle this. So if you guys would do anything differently, let me know in the comments below, but that is gonna be everything for the Team Go Rocket takeover event basically in Pokemon Go, disguised as the battle weekend. So I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. To all my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.